basketball fans, and welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School as we are getting ready for game number 2 of the opening round of the Route 49 Classic, the 2015 edition. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, here with you, calling the action. Kate running the camera tonight. Glad to have her here with us. And as we mentioned, the Aces are playing in game 2 of the first round. Game 1 that tipped off at 6 o'clock earlier this evening between Antwerp and Edgerton went to the Archers. Antwerp winning that one 66-53. The Edon Bombers will be the opponents for the Aces here in the nightcap. Glad to have you here with us. Taking a look at these starting lineups real quick because we're getting ready to get into action. For the Bombers, their starting 5, they'll be number 5, Landon Blar, the 6-foot senior. Number 10, Braden Miller, 6 feet and a junior. Number 11 is Jim Peckham, a 6-foot senior. Number 21, Preston Klingler, 5'10 and a junior. And number 30, Braden Bauer, 5'10 and a junior as well. For the Aces, 2 of Hicksville's players not dressed tonight. Of course, Logan Neihart with the bum wing, still in the cast, and in the sling, I should say, not dressed tonight. Also, Garrett Krall coming off a record-setting performance, putting up a new Hicksville record, 40 points in a single game before the holidays in a walking cast tonight. So Garrett Krall not dressed either. Starting 5 for the Aces, and then will be number 2, Peyton Tunis, also getting the start tonight. Number 3, Logan Thiel. Also on the floor, number 5 will be Dakota Harvey. Number 21, Bailey Tier, and number 22, Jake Greer, the sophomore, getting the start tonight. Aces, of course, coming into the game undefeated. They are 5-0 early on in this season. Looking to make it 6-0 and hoping to be able to be back here tomorrow for the second game, which, of course, will be the championship matchup. Whoever wins this game will face Antwerp for the Route 49 title. And the loser will play in the consolation game against Edgerton. Glad to have you with us. One other thing we should mention, too, it's a very, very rainy day here in Northwest Ohio on this Monday after Christmas, and a couple of drips coming through the ceiling. So if you notice people running off and on the court with towels, it's because there are a couple of spots on the floor. They've been doing a good job keeping the floor dry for the players. It did not affect the play or the outcome in any way in the first game. Tip controlled by the Aces. And so they'll go on offense first. Thiel to Harvey. Dakota losing the handle, pitches it out to Tunis. It's off Tunis' hands, picked up by the Bombers, who take it the length of the floor, up and in. Klingler with the bucket, and that puts the Bombers on top early, 2-0. Back on offense for the Aces. Thiel to Harvey. Tunis will pop it in. 2 points for Peyton as we're tied. Back on offense, Bombers, and that's going to be a whistle. Miller trying to get it up the court. And that'll be an early foul on Thiel, his first. Logan Thiel should probably identify them because Parker Thiel might see some playing time as well. Edon with the ball. Again, tied at 2, 1 minute into the first quarter here. And the opening round of the Route 49 Classic for 2015. Hope that you all had a happy holiday. And we're glad to be here with you in between Christmas and the New Year's. Ball being handled by Bauer. Knocked away and out of bounds. Right into the hands of Salvador Ovallos, who makes a nice catch, about 4 rows up into the stands. Puts the ball back into the field of play. Bailey Tier to Logan Thiel, and Thiel takes it across half court over to Tunis. Down to Harvey on the wing, picks it back out to Tunis. They'll continue to move around. Now Thiel's going to drive baseline, hand it off to Tier, under the bucket, up and good. Tier with the easy bunny shot. Will come back the other way with the Bombers. Klingler hands it off. Now to Miller. Miller going to drive to the bucket. No good. Tier grabs the board. Over to Logan Thiel. 6 minutes left in the opening quarter. Thiel to Harvey. Standing out beyond that three-point arc. Looking things over down the corner to Thiel. He'll try to kick it back out to Greer. Stolen away by Peckham. Peckham will toss it down to Miller. Miller do a double team. He'll kick it back out. Shot is up by Peckham. No good. And Tunis grabs the rebound. Peyton Tunis to Harvey. Dakota, pull up, off the iron, no good. Boards grabbed by Klingler. He'll toss that off to Bloor. Bloor looking things over. Holding the ball. Bloor's going to drive to the bucket. Up off glass and good. Landon Bloor. His first 2 points of the night, and it's tied at 4. Harvey, bounce pass, back to Tunis. Tunis back to Harvey again, down to Thiel in the corner for 3, and it's good. Logan Thiel nails the 3. Ball knocked loose. Tunis comes up with it. Peyton reverses course, hands it off to Harvey. Harvey up, no good, but he'll be fouled. Nice feed from Peyton Tunis to Dakota Harvey. He goes strong to the hoop, can't get it to drop. That'll be foul number 1 on Klingler. And Harvey will shoot 2. Dakota's first one is good. Dakota gets them both. 2 points for Harvey. Miller. Oh, excuse me, that's not Miller, that's Bauer. Dealing with some strong defensive pressure from the Aces. They'll get a chance to get it inbound. Bauer tosses it into Miller. Miller quickly down the floor, loses the ball, snatched up by Tier to Logan Thiel. Thiel's going to take it the distance, up and in. 5 points now for Logan Thiel, and timeout on the court as Edon needs to talk things over. Bombers head coach is Kyle Bostater, and he's going to talk things over with his squad. Coach Tony Tier, head coach for the Aces. He'll reiterate a few things with his squad as well. Full 1 minute timeout. Bombers will have 4 remaining. Both schools having committed 1 foul early on in the game. And again, if you notice the towels on the court, we've got a couple of minor leaks that are dripping onto the floor. Facilities staff here at the Red Zone doing a great job of keeping those under control. Again, first game they had absolutely no effect, and you're not anticipating any problems here in the nightcap either. And get ready to get back into action. Bombers will have the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Bauer gets it in to Bloor. Bloor takes it down, bounce pass, shot up off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the Aces. Long pass down to Harvey. Dakota puts it up and in. Quickly back the other way. Peckham. Ball out of bounds. Stay with Edon. Peckham handles the inbounds. They get the floor situated. Shot is up, no good, and we're going to have a foul. Bloor went up, drew the foul. That'll be Tiers first. And team foul number 2 on the Aces, and Bloor will shoot 2. Misses the first one. Aces have exploded here. They were tied at 4, and the Aces went on a 9-point run, and now they lead 13-4. And Bloor doesn't help his cause at all. Thiel to Harvey on the wing. Harvey will kick it back out. Thiel out of bounds. Tunis not anticipating the pass back in his direction. Bombers ball in midcourt. Peckham gets it into Bloor. Bloor to Klingler. Back to Bloor. 3:39 to go in the opening quarter. Bloor looking for some help. Kicks it back out to Klingler. Back to Bloor. Guarded by Tier. He'll drive into the paint, and they'll wave that one off. He traveled. Logan Thiel hits the deck, and the Aces will get the ball back with a 9-point lead, 13-4. Bailey Tier with the inbounds to Logan Thiel. Thiel to Harvey, down to Tunis in the corner. Baton comes up short. Rebound grabbed by Bloor. Gets it off to Miller. Miller goes to the hoop. And we'll have another whistle. His shot was no good. And they might have whistled Greer for that one. Yep, that'll be Jake's first. That'll be on the floor. Team foul number 3. So Peckham will look to get the ball inbounds for the Bombers. He does to Miller, who puts it up, no good. Logan Thiel grabs the rebound. Thiel bounce pass down, and that one's intercepted by Bauer. Bauer comes back the other way, kicks it back out to Miller. Miller almost loses it, rolls it. Shot is up, no good. And we're going to have a push. And that's going to be on Lysett in the game now for the Aces. Travis picks up his first, and that's team foul number 4. Logan Thiel will come out. Peyton Tunis back in. So got Tunis, Harvey, and Parker Thiel, who just grabs the rebound there. Parker Thiel quickly down court, goes to the hoop, no good. Put back, up and in from Lysett. Lysett gets the rebound and the bucket. And we'll have a whistle as we go back the other way with the Bombers. And Parker Thiel's going to pick up his first and team foul number 5. 2:32 to go here in the opening quarter. Aces up 15-4. Peckham inbounds it to Braden Miller. Miller guarded now by Mason Hostetler in the game for the Aces. Handed off to Miller again. Hostetler with the steal. Mason going to have it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces. And we're going to have another timeout on the floor. Edon wants to talk about it again. So they've burned 2 of their 5 timeouts here in the opening quarter. Down by 11, 15-4. Again, the Aces have committed 5 team fouls. Edon has only committed 1. So at this rate, the Bombers might be getting to the free throw line well before halftime, and they might be able to use that to help close the score gap a little bit. 2:15 left to go in the opening quarter of this game 2. The opening round of the 2015 Route 49 Classic played here at Hicksville High School. Aces will have the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Peyton Tunis getting ready to handle the inbound chores. Tunis gets it into Greer. Greer pulls the trigger from three-point land, and it's good. Greer knocks home the three to make it 18-4. Bombers dealing with some pressure from the Aces. Get it down to Blar, who breaks the pressure. Blar goes strong to the hoop, lays it up, lays it in, and he'll go to the line. So Landon Blar gets the bucket and the foul. That'll be the second personal on Travis Lysett. Blar goes to compete the three-point play, and he does. Here come the Aces now. Up by 11, 18-7. Parker Thiel to Hostetler to Greer. Kicks it back out to Peyton Tunis. Tunis back to Parker Thiel. I'll work it around the perimeter. Hostetler. Long two is no good. Rebound grabbed by Klingler. Klingler down to Miller. Miller throws it over Klingler's head. Picked up by Greer, who launches it down to Hostetler. Puts it up and good. Hostetler with his first points of the night makes it 20-7. Aces back up to a 13-point lead. Blar to Miller. Miller kicks it back. Peckham shot no good. Down the other way. Lysett up off glass and good. 4 points now for Travis. And ball goes out of bounds off of Peyton Tunis' midsection. And a couple substitutions here into the game for the Bombers. Number 23, that's Michael Ader. Bombers dealing with full court pressure, manages to break it. Miller looking for some help. Bounce pass. They'll kick it out. Miller will pull the trigger from three-point land, and it's good. Braden Miller with three to make it 22-10. Logan Thiel back in the game for the Aces now. He'll hold things for a minute. He'll let some air out. 20 seconds, 18. They'll hold it for the last shot here in the opening quarter. Logan Thiel down to 10. Bailey Tier in the corner. Tier for three, no good. Rebound Hostetler up and in. And that's the end of the first quarter. And after one, the first 8 minutes in the books, the Aces leading the Bombers 24-10. And we'll take some time here between quarters to say a big thank you, as we always do, to our basketball broadcast underwriters for the 2015-16 season. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Both the Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford lend us their underwriting support and make it possible for us to cover all the basketball that we do here on Hicksville Community Television. We thank them so very much, and we remind you that if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether it's pre-owned or brand spanking new, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, you owe it to yourself to either stop by either of the lots at Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick or Jim Schmidt Ford, or you can check out their entire inventory and everything about the dealerships online at jimschmidtauto.com. Proud once again to have them as our basketball broadcast underwriters on HIX-TV, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. 8 minutes on the clock as we get ready to go into quarter number two. Aces up by 14. Again, Logan Nyhart and Garrett Krall not dressed tonight for Hicksville. Inbounds to the Bombers to get things started. Klingler with the ball for Edon. He'll toss it over to Blar as we are underway. Blar guarded by Lysett. Over to Miller. Miller looking for some help. Tunis comes out to meet him. Down into the corner. Back to Miller. Miller Feeds to Klingler, up no good. Ader grabs the rebound, puts it up off glass, no good. And Logan Thiel is going to get his second personal foul. And that's going to send Mike Ader to the line to shoot a couple. His team down by 14. Ader taking his time at the free throw line, puts it up, and it's good. He'll get one more. Ader. Second one's no good. Rebound, volleyballed around there, and Thiel comes up with it for the Aces. Logan Thiel down court. Peckham getting ready to check back into the game for Edon. Shot up by Tunis, no good. Ader grabs the board, flips it over to Miller, and we'll come back the other way with the Bombers. Miller over to Klingler. Back to Miller. Over to Blar. Blar looking things over. And he travels as he goes into the paint. That'll be another turnover. Peckham will come back in. And he'll spell Bauer. Bailey Tier bounces the ball into Logan Thiel. Thiel calling the play. Takes it across half court to Tunis. Tunis over to Hostetler. Back to Thiel. Thiel drives baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound caught by Hostetler. Tries to throw it back in. Ball's intercepted by Klingler, who comes up with it. Feeds it to Miller. Miller will pull up right beyond the three-point arc, and he's going to get run into by Peyton Tunis. And Tunis will put the Bombers into the bonus, and they'll shoot 1-1 here. So into the bonus now. The Bombers will be shooting free throws for the next 6 minutes and 37 seconds before the half. They've only committed one team foul. Miller's first one is good. He'll get the bonus. So they've got a lot of fouls they can give. Braden Miller, second free throw, is good. He hits them both and makes it an 11-point game, 24-13, and here come the Aces. Logan Thiel to Tunis, to Hostetler, top of the key. They quickly move it around, back to Logan Thiel, back to Tunis, back to Thiel. Thiel for three is good. That's his second tray of the night. And that makes it 27-13. Long inbounds to Blar. Blar goes into the paint. And he's going to get called for the offensive foul. So Blar will get hit with the charge. That's his first personal. And team foul number 2 for the Bombers. (27-13). Mop up a little perspiration on the floor there. Missed the spot. Here we go. Get it all taken care of. Don't want anybody slipping here. Liza will get it inbounds to Thiel. Logan to Peyton Tunis. Tunis to Hostetler. Right back to Tunis. Inside to Tier. Tier, turnaround hook shot, no good. Rebound comes down. Miller comes up with it for the Bombers. He'll take it across half court. Tries to rocket it down into the corner to Klingler. It's off his hands and out of bounds. The Aces will get the ball back. Dakota Harvey will come back into the game. Peyton Tunis will catch his breath. Travis Lysett will come out, and Parker Thiel, or excuse me, Jake Greer back into the game now for the Aces. And the Aces moving around the perimeter, and Dakota is going to pull the trigger from three-point land, and that one's good. 7 points now for Dakota Harvey. Aces up 30-13, and a steal by Harvey to Logan Thiel. Thiel almost loses it, gets it back, reverses course, kicks it back out to Harvey. Back down to Thiel. Thiel drives baseline. His pull-up jumper, no good. Blar grabs the board for the Bombers. He's off to the races, lose the handle. It's scooped up. Peckham goes to the hoop, and I think he's going to go to the line. His shot was off the side of the backboard. That'll be number 2 on Bailey Tier. Team foul number 9, so this will be the last 1-and-1 that the Bombers will shoot. Hits the front end. Peckham will get the bonus. That's his first point of the night. Makes it 30-14. Peckham's second goes down. Bounced around, had to make up its mind. 30-15 now. And here come the Aces. Hicksville. Into Greer. Greer looking for some help, goes out of bounds. Greer made the pass, wasn't touched by anybody, so out of bounds to the Bomber. Just under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Blar alley-oops it in to Miller. Miller almost loses it. Again, dealing with that Aces pressure, gets it to Blar. Blar goes to the hoop, lays it up off glass and good. Landon Blar, that's 7 for him now tonight. Logan Thiel takes it across half court with 4:40 to go before halftime. To Harvey. Harvey down to Hostetler in the corner. Mason drives baseline. And threw the bounce pass to Bailey Tier. Unfortunately, he bounced it out of bounds. Parker Thiel into the game for Hostetler now on the Aces side. Blar looking to get the ball inbounds for the Bombers. Does to Miller. Miller quickly down court. He makes the shot. It's good. And I think Bailey Tier is going to get his 3rd foul. And indeed, that is number 3 on Bailey Tier. They'll count. Braden Miller will get the bucket, and he'll get a chance to complete the 3-point play and make it a 10-point game if he hits it. Miller gets the free throw, and they've cut the lead to 10, 30-20. 4:25 to go in the second quarter. Logan Thiel to Parker Thiel to Dakota Harvey in the corner. No good. Rebound grabbed by Peckham. Peckham holds up, gets it to up, no good. Parker Thiel grabs the rebound. Thiel rockets it down to Lyset under the hoop, up and good. Lyset gets the bucket. It's 32-20. Aces back up by a dozen. Long inbounds, grabbed by Jake Greer to Logan Thiel, off glass and good. 10 points now for Logan Thiel, and another timeout on the floor. With 3:44 left in the first half, Edon calls its 3rd timeout. They only have 2 left for the remainder of the game. Aces up by 14, 34-20. Edon's been playing good basketball. They've only committed 2 team fouls, so they're in no danger of sending the Aces to the free throw line anytime soon. The Aces, on the other hand, have committed 10 already. So from here on out to halftime, every foul against the Edon Bombers is going to put them at the line shooting 2. And again, this is their 3rd timeout, quick 30-second one, but they only have 2 remaining for the balance of the game. Winner of this game will advance to the championship game tomorrow night here at the Red Zone. They'll play Antwerp, whoever the winner might be. Consolation game will feature the loser of this game against Edgerton. Miller with the ball, closely guarded by Parker Thiel and Dakota Harvey. Stolen away by Dakota, who puts it up off glass and good. Long inbounds to Blar. Blar rockets it down, and He gets the ball to Ader, but Ader, when he catches the pass, steps on the end line and turns it over to the Aces. Lyset will get it inbounds to Logan Thiel. Logan Thiel to Parker Thiel. Back to Logan. And down in the corner to Greer, back to Logan, to Parker. I'll slow it down a little bit. Bounce pass to Greer on the wing. Back to Parker Thiel. Thiel's going to drive into the paint, kick it back out to Greer, who'll take it from three-point land off the back of the iron, no good. Lyset though under the hoop, puts it up, no good. And that rebound grabbed by Klingler, feeds it down to Miller. Miller goes strong to the hoop, no good. Miller and Lyset go for the board, and a whistle is blown. And I think that might be Travis Lyset getting his third personal. It is. That'll send Braden Miller to the line to shoot two. 2:46 to go before halftime. Misses it. He'll get one more. Tunis will come in for Lyset. Will sit down with those three fouls. Both Travis and Bailey Tier with three here in the first half. Braden Miller has his second shot coming up. Misses it. Bloor grabs the rebound, puts it up, and good. (36-22), Aces up by 14. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. Harvey puts it up, no good. Greer grabs the board. They're going to wave it off, and it'll be a foul. And that's going to be on Ader. That's only the third foul committed by the Bombers in this first half. 2:29 to go. Aces will have the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Thiel inbounds to Parker Thiel. Kicks it over to Dakota Harvey. A long distance three is good. Harvey buries the three from way downtown. Inbounds to Blar. Blar takes it into the paint, loses the handle. Ball's loose on the floor, and they're going to call the jump ball. I think that's the first jump ball tonight. Possession arrow gives it to the Aces. 2:08 to go in the first half. Pretty sure the Edon Bombers are not going to be inclined to take a timeout between now and halftime. Do a little quick floor maintenance here and get ready to get back into action. Hostetler will come in for Logan Thiel. Parker Thiel, Mason Hostetler, Dakota Harvey, Peyton Tunis, and Jake Greer on the floor for the Aces. The last 2 minutes here of this first half. Harvey drives along, feeds it to Greer, kicks it back out to Tunis. Tunis will reset. Hostetler on the wing. Tunis top of the key. Back to Hostetler, to Harvey. Harvey drives the baseline, puts it up, no good. And we're going to have a whistle. And that's going to be on Ader. That's his second, and that's team foul number 4, and that's going to have Dakota Harvey at the line to shoot two, with 1:41 to go in the first half. Harvey's first one, good. Misses the second one. Rebound, grabbed by Bauer. Bauer tosses it over to Klingler. Back to Bauer. Klingler with the ball now, again. Klingler guarded by Parker Thiel. Moving around, drives into the arc. Puts it up. And he's going to get the offensive foul as he puts Tunis on his back. Team foul number 5. Aces get the ball back. They're up 40-22 with 1:22 left in the half. Greer bounces it in to Peyton Tunis. Tunis gets it across the timeline to Hostetler. Back to Tunis to Harvey on the wing. Kicks it back to Tunis. Tunis down low to Harvey. Harvey will drive baseline, kick it back out to Tunis, who makes the run in off glass. No good. Put back Greer, no good. Finally, Ader grabs it for the Bombers, gets it off to Miller. Aces will fall back on defense with 56 seconds left in the half. Klingler driving in. He'll kick it back out to Miller. Miller with 45 seconds. To Klingler. Klingler with 37. Over to Bauer. Bauer drives into the paint. Puts it up off glass. No good. Greer comes up with it for the Aces with 29 seconds. To Tunis. Tunis down to Harvey. Harvey with 24. Back to Peyton. They'll go over to Harvey. They'll let the air out a little bit. Now to Hostetler on the wing. Mason looks things over. 13 seconds. Bounce pass to Tunis. Tunis with the ball. Top of the key with 9. Parker Thiel moves in. Tunis kicks it down to Hostetler, who pulls the trigger from the corner. In and out. No good. Put back. They're going to wave it off. It went in for Parker Thiel, but after time expires, and that's the end of the first half. And it has been a wild one at halftime. Aces on top by 18. Hicksville leads the Bombers 40-22. We're going to take a break, but you stay with us. We'll be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play of this opening night of the Route 49 Classic coming your way right here on HIX-TV. Welcome back, and we're about a minute and a half away from getting the second half underway here at the Red Zone. And if you're just joining us, halftime of this Game 2 tonight of the opening round of the Route 49 Classic. Aces leading the Edon Bombers 40-22. Unofficial scoring in the first half, the Bombers led by Landon Blar, who put in 4 field goals and a free throw for 9. 8 points in the first half for Braden Miller. And then 2 points each for Jim Peckham and Preston Klingler, and 1 for Michael Ader off the free throw line, and that adds up to 22. On the Aces side, already 2 aces in double figures tonight. Dakota Harvey leading all scorers with 12 points in the first half, 3 free throws, 3 field goals, and a three-pointer. 10 points for Logan Thiel, who's got a couple of threes and a couple of deuces. Then you've got 6 points for Travis Lizett, 4 for Mason Hostetler, 3 for Jake Greer off of a 3-point field goal, and 2 each for Bailey Tier and Peyton Tunis. So there you have it, 40-22. On the Aces side, both Lizett and Tier with 3 personal fouls as we head into the second quarter. And we'll roll off the last few seconds here. And we will get ready to get quarter number 3 underway. Again, glad to have you with us. In the first game tonight, it was Antwerp beating Edgerton 66-53. So the Archers waiting in the wings. They've got some people staying here scouting and watching this game to find out who their opponent will be in the championship game here tomorrow night. Aces with the ball to start the third quarter. We are underway. Peyton Tunis to Dakota Harvey, to Logan Thiel, Bailey Tier, and Jake Greer, the other 2 on the floor for the Aces. Pull-up jumper from Tunis is good. And it's now a 20-point game, 42-22. Blar with the ball for the Bombers. Gets it down to Ader. Ader puts it up short, no good. Logan Thiel grabs the ball and quickly heads back the other way. Thiel down to the Harvey in the corner. Dakota for three is good. Harvey gets the tray. Blair looking to get the ball inbound. Stolen by Logan Thiel. Thiel feeds it to Harvey in the paint. His hook shot off the glass and good. 5 quick points for Dakota here in the second half. And another steal from Tunis. Back to Harvey again. Over to Bailey Tier. Tier for three. Good. Bailey Tier buries the tray. And just like that, it's 50-22. And we've got a whistle. Should also mention that the Bombers used 3 of their 5 timeouts in the first half. So they've only got a couple of timeouts here in the second half that they're able to use. Thiel, bounce pass into Tier. First shot's no good. Second one's no good. Greer bumped around. Ball goes out of bounds. And this time I think, well, it's going to stay with the Aces. Okay. And that's going to be a foul on Ader. And that will be Michael's third. 2 team fouls early on here for the Bombers. They went to almost the entire first half, only committing 2 team fouls. Harvey with the ball for the Aces. He'll pull the trigger from three-point land. In and out, no good. Tier grabs the rebound to Logan Thiel. He'll launch a 3, no good. Long rebound, grabbed by Ader. Ader almost loses it to Greer. He kicks it back to Klingler. Klingler will bounce it back to Miller. Miller will take a three-pointer, no good. Out of bounds, and it should be Aces ball on the end line. So a lot going on, but no points for the Bombers. Aces get ready to inbound the ball. Tunis flips it into Logan Thiel. Thiel to Harvey. Harvey drives baseline. Kicks it into Tunis all alone under the hoop. Puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Siebenaller in the game now for the Bombers, wearing number 12. Siebenaller hands it off to Klingler, gets it to Miller. Miller to Ader, to Blair. Blair kicks it to Siebenaller down in the corner. He'll launch from long distance, no good. Tier grabs the board for the Aces. He'll toss it to Logan Thiel. 5:49 left in the third quarter. Harvey to Greer. Down in the corner. Jake. Long pass along the baseline to Logan Thiel. Puts it up. Dribbles along the board. The iron doesn't go down. Quickly down the other way. Tier guarding Klingler. Klingler kicks it back out to Siebenaller to Miller. Bounce pass inside to Blair. Guarded by Tier. Puts it up. No good. Greer grabs the rebound to Logan Thiel, and quickly we go back the other way with the Aces. Logan behind the back dribble, and he heads to the hoop. They wave it off. He traveled. Took one step too many. Thiel got it to go down, but they'll wave it off, and it'll be a turnover. So Blair will get ready to inbounds the ball for the Bombers. They're down 50-22. So far they haven't been able to score a point here in this third quarter, Miller loses the ball, goes out of bounds. It'll be Hicksville's ball. And some more substitutions as Siebenaller and Ader will come out. Bauer back into the game, as is Peckham for the Bombers. 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Peyton Tunis over to Harvey, quickly down to Thiel. Thiel down in the corner, drives the baseline, looks for some help, tries to get it out to Lysit, goes out of bounds. It'll be Edon's ball. Blair gets the ball into Klingler. Down in the corner to Bauer. Back to Klingler. Look things over. Move it around the perimeter. See if they can get something to open up. Bauer with the ball. Will move it out onto the wing. Guarded by Lysit. He'll throw it down towards Blair. And we're going to have a foul. And that might be number 4 on Travis Lysett. And indeed it is. So Travis picks up his 4th foul, 4:32 here in the third quarter. Blar gets the ball inbounds to Miller. Miller guarded by Thiel. Launches it over to Klingler. Klingler back to Blar. And they might get Dakota Harvey with the reach in. That'll be Dakota's first. That'll be team foul number 2 on the Aces. Peckham launches it to pass, steps on the end line and turns it back over to the Aces. Tier inbounds it to Logan Thiel, to Peyton Tunis. Tunis back to Thiel. Getting some pressure from the Bombers now. Thiel launches it towards Harvey, grabs it down in the corner, gets it back out to Lysett. Back to Tunis and back to Logan Thiel. Peyton Tunis, top of the key. The Logan Thiel on the wing. Logan will pull the from three-point land, no good. Klingler with the ball for the Bombers. Klingler to Miller, down into the corner to Peckham, who puts it up for 3, and that one will be short. Tier grabs the board. Over to Logan Thiel, and Logan will hold things up and let everybody catch their breath just a little bit. Now to Tunis. Tunis down to Harvey. Harvey, jump shot is good. Harvey makes it a 30-point game, 52-22. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on Klingler. Tier is going to come out of the game. Greer will come back in. Parker Thiel back on the floor as well, as Logan Thiel will set down. Greer gets the ball inbounds to Tunis. That was the 3rd foul of the evening, by the way, on Klingler. Tunis to Hostetler to Greer. Back to Tunis in the paint. Peyton puts it up, in and out, no good. Lysett with the hoop on the rebound. 54-22. The Bombers again held scoreless so far in this third quarter. We've got 3 minutes left to play. And that was a missed opportunity. A pass goes right to Lysett, who gets it to Parker Thiel, who puts it up and gets his first bucket of the night. 56-22, back the other way with the Bombers. Miller gets it over to Bauer. Bauer launches it from three-point land. It goes over the top of the backboard, and that'll be a turnover to the Aces. Mass substitutions now coming into the game for the Bombers. Number 12, Siebenaller. Number 33, Walkowski. And number 42, Walls. Parker Thiel tries to rocket it down low to Greer. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Walls. Greer back to Tunis. Tunis, 2:16 left in the third quarter, to Parker Thiel, to Hostetler. Hostetler to Lysett, bounce passes it out to Mason again. Mason will feed it back out to Greer. Greer to Parker Thiel. Thiel, pull-up jumper, no good. Blar grabs the board but loses it. Scooped up by Parker Thiel, lays it up and in. 4 points now for Parker and the freshman. We'll come back the other way. Siebenaller with the ball for the Bombers, over to Blar. Blar loses it, gets it back. Bounce pass stolen away. Parker Thiel. He'll hold it up. Kick it back out to Greer. Greer for 3, no good. Waltz grabs the board for the Bombers. To Siebenaller with 1:25 left in the third quarter. Siebenaller to Walkowski, and then get it back to Walls. Alley-oop pass. Up, no good. by Ader, and we'll have another whistle. Go back to the Bombers with 1:11. Walkowski into Blar puts it off glass, no good. Grabbed by Parker Thiel, and Thiel, I think, stepped on the sideline. He steps out of bounds, and he'll turn it back over to Edon with 1:04 left in the third quarter. Pretty quick-moving third quarter, too. 1:04 left in the quarter. Siebenaller guarded by Hostetler. He'll pass it off to Walkowski. Walkowski back to Siebenaller. Over to Blar. And they'll move it around. Siebenaller for three. Off the back of the iron. No good. And again over the top of the backboard. And I'll turn it over to the Aces. With 44.8 seconds left in quarter number 3. Greer inbounds to Peyton Tunis, who will take his time walking up court. Siebenaller will come to meet him just across half court. Tunis to Thiel to Lysett. Lysett bounce pass down low to Greer, who puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Ader. Over to Siebenaller. Siebenaller. Travis tosses it over to Blar. Blar goes to the hoop. No good. Greer grabs the rebound, and they'll be tripped up and saved by Walkowski. Parker Thiel hit the deck there. Siebenaller comes up with the ball for the Bombers, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Greer. It'll stay with Edon with 1.3 seconds left in quarter number 3. Walkowski took too much time. And we'll have it's going to be a foul away from the ball, and that'll be number 4 on Ader. Tunis launches it. No good. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, and the Aces dominate that 8 minutes. They hold the Bombers scoreless while they put a few of their own on the board. And after 3 quarters, it's Hicksville leading Edon 58-22. We'll get ready to head into the last 8 minutes of basketball here at the Red Zone tonight in this opening round of the Route 49 Classic. And we'll say a big thank you once again to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville. As we get ready to head into 2016, Jim Schmidt would like to take the opportunity to say a big thank you to everyone who came by and supported them and did business with the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in 2015. They want to thank each and every one of you for your business and your loyalty, and they look forward to being there for you again throughout 2016. And remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, new or pre-owned, be it car, truck, van, or SUV, you owe it to yourself to stop by and see the difference at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. Here we go, fourth and final quarter. Miller with the ball. Over to Walls. To Reed, who is in the game now, wearing number 22. Klingler to Reed, back to Klingler. Klingler for 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Lysett. Over to Parker Thiel. Thiel will hold up. Over to Hostetler. Hostetler to Hunter Evans in the game. Brody Langham also on the floor now. One of the other seniors on the squad. So you've got Parker Thiel, Travis Lysett, Hunter Evans, Brody Langham, and Mason Hostetler on the floor for the Aces to start this fourth quarter. Hostetler to Lysett, back to Mason Hostetler. Hunter Evans. Evans feeds it to Hostetler, down low to Travis, who kicks it right back out to Mason. Mason down in the corner, guarded by Miller. He'll bring it back out to Parker Thiel, to Hunter Evans on the wing. Evans bounce pass down low, turnaround jumper from Lice. It's good. 10 points now for Travis. As we'll continue on here in this fourth quarter. Miller to Walls, across to Klingler. Klingler kicks it over to Reed. Reed back to Klingler, back to Walls, down to Miller. Off of Walls' shoulder, but Reed scoops it up for the Bombers and gets it back to Miller. Miller to Walls, tries to feed it down low to Ader. They'll move it back around, back it back out. Reed goes to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Lysick grabs the rebound, tosses it over to Mason Hostetler. Will come back the other way with the Aces. Hostetler bounce pass inside off of Lysick's hand, but fortunately goes right back to Mason, who grabs it, gets it to Parker Thiel. Will reset the offense. Langham kicks it back out to Hunter Evans. His pull-up jumper, no good. Lysick gets the rebound, up off glass and good. Even dozen now for Travis. Miller takes it strong to the hoop, off glass, no good. Bombers still have not scored a point in the second half. Parker Thiel. Cross half court. To Hunter Evans. Pass to Langham is deflected, goes out of bounds. I'll say last touched by Hicksville. Give Edon the ball back. Walls inbounds to Klingler. Klingler to Reed. Guarded by Evans. Reed to Walls. They'll continue to work it around the perimeter. Stolen by Lysick. Travis kicks it back to Hostetler. Hostetler will back it up. 5 minutes to go in the game. Hostetler to Langham. Langham bounce pass to Hunter Evans. Evans to Parker Thiel. Thiel to Hostetler. Hostetler's pull up will be a bit long. And it's going to go out of bounds. They'll say last touched by either Langham or Hunter Evans. Out of bounds to the Bombers. Klingler will come out of the game. And into the game, Walls, number 42. Ader, up off glass, no good. Hunter Evans grabs the rebound. Also, Logan Blar, number 14, in the game now for Edon. Evans, it would have been a long two, no good. Hostetler grabs the rebound. Mason will just take it back out. They'll reset the offense. 4 minutes left in the game. So we're halfway through the fourth quarter. Hostetler for three, no good. Waltz grabs the board for the Bombers. He'll hold up, toss it over to Miller. Miller back to Walls. They tried to feed it inside to Ader, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. And that one's going to be on Langham. So Brody will pick up his first foul. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Aces. Logan Blar inbounds. It's stolen away by Hostetler. Hostetler to Evans. Evans, that's a three-pointer. Yes, indeed. Evans sinks the tray. Logan Blar, and he'll answer with a three of his own. And those are the first points for the Bombers in this second half. Evans to Hostetler, down low to Lysick, kicks it back out to Hunter Evans. Bounce pass to Langham is stolen away by Miller. And we'll have a whistle underneath. And that'll be Langham's second personal. That'll be team foul number 4 on the Aces. 3:09 left in the game. Hicksville leading comfortably by 40 points, 65-25. Miller for the Bombers. And his pass over to Reed. I think Reed stepped on the sideline, out of bounds. So we'll go back to the Aces. 2:59 left in the game. Parker Thiel over to Hunter Evans, down to Hostetler. Mason, bounce pass to Langham, who puts it up off the glass and good. Brody Langham, the senior, gets a couple of points to his credit in the game tonight. Miller drives to the hoop, up no good. Thiel with the board, trying to control it, finally does. To Hostetler, flips it down to Hunter Evans. Hunter will hold up to Langham. Langham will take the shot, and that's good again. Langham, 4 points now, and a steal from Hostetler, and there goes Mason, up and good. Two minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. Aces up 71-25. And we're going to have, that's going to be on Reed. Offensive foul. Team foul number 5. And Peckham and Bauer into the game. Miller and Ader will come out. 2:02 left in the contest. Flies it inbounds to Parker Thiel. Thiel to Hunter Evans. Evans back to Parker. Down to Hostetler in the corner for 3. Off the iron, no good. Langham grabs the rebound with 1:45. Hunter Evans, that one's deflected. Reed gets his hold of it, puts it up, no good. Ball still loose. On the floor, controlled finally by Parker Thiel, I think. Now it's going to be Edon's ball on the baseline. Out of bounds, last touched by Hicksville. 1:32 left in the game. Reed to Blar. Blar loses the ball. Thiel comes up with it. Hunter Evans got it away from him. Hostetler for 3, again in and out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Bauer, throws it down to Blar. Puts it up, no good. Out of bounds, and it'll be Aces ball with 1:08 left in the game. Bailey Tier coming in for Lyset. Peyton Tunis onto the floor again for Langham. Greer comes back in as well. So we've got Greer, Evans, Parker Thiel, Peyton Tunis, and Bailey Tier on the floor for the last 1 minute and 5 seconds of the game. Clock is running under a minute now. Parker Thiel over to Hunter Evans. Evans into the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebound. Tier almost had it, snatched away by Bauer. Bauer holds up with 43. Gets it over to Peckham, who puts it up, and good. Peckham with the 3. 27 seconds. 22. Parker Thiel to Peyton Tunis with 17. Hunter Evans with 15. Parker Thiel hold the ball over to Hunter Evans as the Aces are just going to let time expire. It's going to be a big win for the Aces. 71-28. As the Aces advance to the championship game of the Route 49 Classic that'll be played here tomorrow night. It'll be the late session game. So we're going to do some quick compilations here. And get you some unofficial scoring numbers here. And here we go. For the Bombers on the short end of the 71-28 score, there's not a lot of scoring. There's not a lot of difference between the unofficial halftime scores and the end of the game scores. Leading for the Bombers was, again, Landon Blar, who put in 9 points all in the first half, and followed next by Braden Miller, who had 8 points to his credit all in the first half. After that, Jim Peckham had a bucket in the first half and a three-pointer in the second half to finish up with 5. 3 points from Logan Blar, who had that three-pointer in the second half. It was Preston Klingler finishing the night with 2, and Michael Ader with 1 point to his credit for the Bombers, 28. For the Aces, with 71 points tonight and the win, their leading scorer was Dakota Harvey, who finished up with 19 on the night. Lysett was in double figures. Travis finishing the game with 12 points. And Logan Thiel also in double figures. He finishes up with 10 tonight. So 3 aces in double figures. 19 for Harvey to lead all scorers. Travis Lysett with 12 and Logan Thiel with 10. After that, Mason Hostetler finishing up with 6 points tonight. It was 5 for Bailey Tier. 4 each for Brody Langham, Peyton Tunis, and Parker Thiel. And 3 points tonight for the freshman Jake Greer. Or the sophomore Jake Greer, I guess I should say. But there you have it. Again, unofficial scoring. But when all is said and done, Aces winners tonight. They defeat the Edon Bombers 71-28. And again, if you missed it earlier tonight in the first game, it was Antwerp defeating Edgerton 66-53. So that sets the matchup for tomorrow night and the game second night of the Route 49 Classic. Will get started at 6 o'clock. The consolation game will feature the Edgerton Bulldogs taking on the Edon Bombers. And, of course, we'll be here for the championship game between the Hicksville Aces and the Antwerp Archers. Again, a big thank you to the Aces Athletic Department. A very busy night here, lots of media, so we appreciate, again, them helping us out and getting us space, as we always give them a tip of the hat. And also, again, to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, JimSchmidtAuto.com, our basketball broadcast underwriters for the entirety of the 2015-16 basketball season. Again, we want to wish you all a happy holiday season. We hope that you had a terrific Christmas and looking forward to bringing in the new year, 2016. And, of course, lots of Aces sports coverage in the new year coming your way here on Hicksville Community Television. So that's going to do it. We're going to wrap it up and head on out of here. And we'll get ready to come back tonight for the championship game. One more time, your final score in the opening night of the Route 49 Classic 2015 edition. It's the Hicksville Aces beating the Edon Bombers 71-28. For Kate Murphy on the camera, I'm Bill Murphy for Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.